It's time to talk boxing. As you can see, Adam Smith and Johnny Nelson in the studio, and they have brought a very special guest along today, Jordan Gill. Very good morning to you. Thanks very much for joining us. Before we get a chance to chat to you, Adam, let's go to you first of all, because you've got some breaking news. What can you tell us?
Well, we had a wonderful night with Jordan last Saturday in Peterborough. We've got many coming up in March, but the big news today is that live on Sky Sports, it's been confirmed, Vasyl Lomachenko, the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world today, will be defending his world titles, as we know, against our very own Anthony $1 Million Crawler from Manchester. You'll be able to see it. It's Friday night, the 12th of April, the early hours of Saturday morning, live from the Staples Centre in LA. And live on Sky Sports. We're delighted.
OK, certainly looking forward to that one. We're also looking forward to seeing more of you, Jordan. Thanks very much for coming in. OK, let's rewind the clock. Tell us about Saturday night in Peterborough, topping the bill. You sold yourself nearly 1,000 tickets, more importantly, winning in style inside 3 live on Sky Sports. What was that like?
It was an amazing night. I couldn't ask for much more. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fight. I think everybody left the arena happy and content and entertained, and that's what we want.
Yeah, it certainly was. You stopped Emmanuel Dominguez, who's been talked about and only stopped once previously. Classy display, good, powerful combinations in this one. How surprised were you got the job done that quickly?
I knew it would be tough. I thought it'd last longer than he did, because obviously the only person that stopped him is the current world champion, and I did it in quicker fashion. So I was very pleased to get him out, and I expected a harder night, but we can move on and get bigger and better tests from now.
OK, let's get back to you, Jordan. Sorry for the intro. I was very rude, but had to bring some breaking news. Right. OK, let's get back to you. And you're now working with Dave Coldwell. He's described you, I'm here, as a fighter that style can be moulded like plasticine. That's a lovely phrase, isn't it? What has he changed or added to you?
He's changed everything about me. My composure in the ring, my mentality in the ring, the way that I think about boxing has completely changed since I've joined Dave Caldwell. You know, he's got me sitting down on my shots, and then you're seeing that in the ring now, where I'm stopping these guys, these tough opponents that are coming over from Mexico, or these tough Manchester fighters. I'm actually stopping them and hurting them with every shot. So yeah, I think I've changed in every aspect, physically, mentally, emotionally. And you're going to see that over the next coming years in the big fights I'm going to be in.
I've seen this young man develop through. He used to train at Ingles Gym. I used to see him down there a lot. But all of a sudden, he's stepped up 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, and I don't know if it's just physical maturity or mental composure, but especially Saturday night, it was nice to sit at home and watch the boxing as a fan. And what I saw was a calm, cool, calculated individual in Jordan, how he picked his opponent apart so easily, with ease. Even at times when he had him in trouble, most fighters would get giddy and get silly and jump in. He took his time, played him like a cat and a mouse, and the finish was perfect, the accuracy was spot on, and straight away, all of a sudden, I thought, this kid now has just changed completely.
John, it's an overused phrase in boxing, a punch-perfect performance, probably used too much, but that's what it was on Saturday. I thought Jordan, not only had he sold nearly 1,000 tickets personally, wonderful atmosphere, but, you know, headlining a big show, you know, under the lights for the first real time. I thought he delivered a fantastic display, and I thought his movement, his judgment of distance, his timing, his accuracy was spot on. I said to him off camera that, you know, you don't have to go looking for the knockout. You don't have to go looking for these things. It will come if you're relaxed, if you're natural. That's what it looked to me on Saturday night. I think he's a real star in the making.
Interesting, because obviously I read about you, and there was a bit of frustration, I would think, a few years ago in your career. Now, after the fight, you said you'd like to fight former IBF world champion Kiko Martinez for the European title, right? Your ambitions don't stop there. When do you see that happening, if you can get it on? And what about a world title shot on the horizon? Where are we at with that?
That's right. I think a lot of people don't realise now I'm 24 years old. I turned pro very young on my 18th birthday, and I'm actually getting my man strength now. So over the next 2, 3 years, you're going to see me come into my prime, and I'm ready to mix at world level now. So how good am I going to be? I'd love the fight with Kiko Martinez. He's a former world champion. He's a big name in boxing. I think that's a great fight for me at this stage of my career. If not, there's a Chinese world champion, WBA regular champion called Can Zhu. I'd love that fight. People will tell me that I'm jumping the gun a bit, but I think that's the perfect fight for me at this stage from my development. And I really want to push on to that world stage now and prove myself, because I'm ready.
Right, so a bright future ahead for Jordan, but there's a big future, immediate future on Sky Sports. Right, Adam, let's come to you. More boxing, big card live on Sky this weekend in New York. Talk us through that one.
Well, it's a packed march, and from Cambridgeshire, we're heading to Turning Stone in New York. Saturday night, Dimitri Bivol's back. What a fighter he is, defending his world light heavyweight title against Joe Smith Jr. Really good battle that. Maurice Hooker on the card as well, defending his world title. And our own Callum Johnson, remember him when he nearly beat Batebiev in Chicago. He's back in with Shawnee Monaghan, who always gives great value for money, so a really good card. And from New York next week, it's Philly for Katie Taylor's unification, and Tevin Farmer and John O'Carroll on that one. Terrific couple of weeks, isn't it?
Katie Taylor especially, I think you just watch this young woman develop as a fighter each time, and she still stays so hungry, even as a world champion. She is one of those fighters where you will look ringside, you will see seasoned pros sat there with their mouths open thinking, wow, this girl is unbelievable. And I think Anthony Joshua said it before, she'd beat most men. She can fight, but fight for fun. I saw her probably 8 weeks out of a fight, and she was training camp in Boston, I think she was. And she looked on point then. She said, no, I've got to get myself right for a fight. I'm thinking, you're 8 weeks out and you look so good. This girl is, the only person that's going to beat her at the moment is herself. And I don't see that.
She's brilliant, Jordan, isn't she?
I'm not fighting her, that's for sure. She looks dangerous to me. She looks dangerous to me, but the whole card's stacked. I'm really looking forward to Callum Johnson. He's always value for money. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to another good show. And each show is getting better and better, and they're always providing value for money for the fans, and that's what it's all about. Everyone's leaving the arena happy. Everyone that's tuning in is happy, and the fights are great.
Both sides of the pond, it's crackling action at the moment.
Brilliant and wonderful to have you here as well.
Thank you.
Sadly, we've run out of time. All three of you, thank you very much for joining.